Are you warm? Are you cuddling with the best cuddler in this house? You're so lucky. You can just stay so warm and cozy. Hey, sweetie, wake up. She's in a little cocoon. A bunch of people we don't know think different things about us. What are we gonna do?
You have a lot to answer for, Eric. Just what? Okay, I wanted to read some of these comments because I did read some of them. Idiocracy is prophecy. This sort of thing is a huge problem here in the US. Fundamentalist Christians and other believers, like conspirators, all right. So, right away, fundamentalist Christians and conspirators are most likely to homeschool, blah, blah, blah. Yep, okay, well, you know, I don't even want to read your comment now, so... This young girl, oh, really? And why would she care? If she wanted to go, she could go. Do these people know anything about unschooling, I wonder? Because you can walk into a university and start if you know the material. And if you want to know the material, you will know it if that's what you're spending your time doing. You will know more than the people who went to high school. And you'll only have to pass a few tests. And universities actually appreciate self-learners. Nice baller. Is that his? Is this a joke? Because he didn't prove the ballers at all. This video where he says he's angry for 13 minutes, all he does is call Eric names. So maybe it's a joke about that. Yes, he's really angry too. Oh well, okay then, be angry. Then I have this comment, but why? But why? She wanted to read that, so why? Why? You really should file a report with the authorities. And the authority, she's destroying the future for that child. The authorities will not like it. Buddy, it's legal here to homeschool your children with your own curriculum. And there are thousands of Hutterites and Mennonites who live here who do that. And yeah, so if you have a problem with it, go ahead and tell the government. Tell your government. Tell everyone. Go ahead. That's freedom of speech, man. Tell these idiots. Okay, yeah, idiots, all right? This isn't homeschooling. This is a stupid idea called unschooling. Lazy adults can't be bothered, so they raise mouth-breathing, spoiled brats. Okay, well, that's your opinion, man. And that's how the Dark Ages came to be, because of people like that. This is child abuse. That person came to my channel too, and that's all she said. This is child abuse. Like, do you know the definition of child abuse? Our children deserve a real education. Our children need established facts. Yeah, thanks, Christine. I used an online program and supplemented with additional information. You know what, Christine? I found that these online programs and curriculums are full of lies, and they're not established facts. That's the opposite of an established fact, is a lie. So since I noticed that many years ago, I decided not to put my children into those places. And this is how you fail your child completely and destroy any chances for a future free of drugs. What are you talking about? This is all from these people listening to me on a couple minutes in this video, and the rest of the video is Mr. Sensible calling Eric Dubé names. That's it. So these people have listened to me. They've peeked into my life for a few minutes, and they are yelling at me that that is child abuse. Letting your children read a book. As a former teacher, I just can't watch. I bet you can't. I bet that must suck to spend your extra 4 years after high school, after you've been forced into school for 12 years, spend another 4, 5, 6 years getting a master's degree in education so you can be a teacher. And then realizing that all those kids hate you and they don't want to listen to you. They don't care. They're just forced to be there. And maybe one out of each class, if you're lucky, maybe one of those children are actually listening. And it might just be because they feel sorry for your fucking sorry ass standing there, looking pathetic, barking out shit to them and making them memorize and repeat things back that aren't established facts as established facts. I'm sure at some point, most children realize that these teachers are just doing their job and they don't really care about them. No matter how many times these so-called authority figures say they care about you, they're just taught to say that. You call it right, Mr. Rouse, child abuse. And she mentioned some crap about the sun and Mercury being square when you made your video. Yeah, you wouldn't know what that means, would you? She doesn't expect her daughter to get a job. Just being a wife and possibly a mom. I don't know what my daughter wants to do with her life, but I will support her no matter what she wants to do with her life, because it is her life. This guy had part of a good point. Some children are born into crazy third world poverty. If you're going to champion the cause of any child, well, why not start there? Because he doesn't give a shit about children. He just gives a shit about pissing off flat earthers so he has more content. A lot of good folks are responding to this. Hopefully this will cause this lady a good amount of grief. You know, it hasn't caused me much grief. It's 100% legal to homeschool here with your own curriculum. And letting my daughter read a book is not child abuse, no matter what any of you guys say. Yes, very good, buddy. It's totally legal here to home educate with your own curriculum. Very good. Homeschooling is nonsense. I'd rather be forced into the indoctrination center that my parents put me in, that the government pays for. Wait, what? And while you're at it, stop running like a baby to the police every time someone shows against your religion. Ah, that's funny. Thank you, Flatzoid. Thank you for the sanity. What you're supporting is cult indoctrination and child abuse. It's literally the opposite of cult indoctrination. To tell your children things are established facts when they're not is the definition of cult indoctrination. And to not let them explore other ways and make up their own mind is child abuse and cult indoctrination, buddy. So letting your child look at other information and other theories is not abuse. It is the opposite of abuse. Abuse would be forcing one way on them. Baby's very low. Well said, Mr. Sensible. Poor little girl. Deluded bubble. No, she's not in a deluded bubble. She's home. The shock will be massive. These people think that I could keep my daughter away from everyone thinking the earth is a globe. No, she knows that most people think that. Hello? Have you guys been out there? It's funny, right? The things they're just saying are like, oh, that poor girl. Like, what? Poor girl? She can do whatever she wants with her time.
Make you forget Eminem's name, then Slim Shady fading into the background when Dubé steps in, eclipsing the mainstream like Rahu, picking round a mirror you see through like blue through the afternoon moon. I see through ya and I'll peek a booyah like your deadbeat dad shoulda coulda done to ya. Now hurry along, son. You probably should go before this cloud hits the